Imagine holding in your hand a piece of history so rare, so valuable, that it could change your life forever. Now, what if I told you that a single coin minted in 1992, a seemingly ordinary Kennedy half-dollar, has the potential to fetch an astonishing $987,000 on the collector's market today? That's not a typo. $987,000. If you've ever thought coins were just spare change, you're about to see them in a completely new light. But here's the twist. Only a handful of these coins exist, making them one of the most coveted treasures in the numismatic world. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you, when was the last time you checked your change? Could a fortune be hiding in your pocket right now? And no, I'm not joking. If you have a love for history, rarity, and wealth, this story is your wake-up call. The 1992 Kennedy half-dollar is not just a coin. It's a story frozen in silver. Minted in Denver, it carries the D-Mint mark, but what makes certain pieces extraordinary is a rare error. This error isn't something visible at first glance. It's subtle, almost secretive, yet to collectors, it's like discovering a hidden key to a treasure chest. The coin's rarity is amplified by the meticulous attention to detail that collectors demand. Each imperfection tells a story, and some stories are worth nearly $1 million. Now, let's pause for a second. Picture yourself attending an auction. The hammer drops, and this coin, perhaps lying forgotten in someone's drawer for decades, is about to be sold. The room holds its breath, excitement crackling like electricity. That could be your coin, and it could mean life-changing wealth. This isn't just fantasy. This is the reality of high-demand collectibles in today's market. And here's a little secret to keep your attention sharp. Errors like these are not just luck. They are the universe's way of rewarding patience and knowledge. Think of it as the coin equivalent of finding a vintage Picasso tucked in a thrift store painting rack. Suddenly, what seems ordinary becomes extraordinary. And if you're thinking, wait, am I supposed to search my couch cushions now? Yes. Actually, yes. Start there. But more seriously, this is why coin collecting is not a hobby. It's an adventure. Every coin has a story, and every story has the power to change lives. Today, the market for rare coins like the 1992 Kennedy half-dollar error is hotter than ever. Serious collectors, investors, and even museums are on constant lookout for pieces like this. And make no mistake, the window of opportunity is shrinking. As awareness grows, the coins that are still available will only increase in value, making timing critical. Waiting too long could mean missing out entirely. Now, imagine holding this coin. Feel the weight of history. Think about the life you could change. Not just for yourself, but for your family. Wealth like this doesn't come knocking twice. And for those of you sitting on hidden treasures, your coins could be the key to unlocking a fortune that you never imagined. So here's the truth. The 1992 Kennedy half-dollar coin error is more than currency. It's a ticket to financial freedom, prestige, and the thrill of discovery. But like all treasures, it rewards the bold and the informed. The question is, are you ready to take the next step? Because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors those who act decisively. Remember, every coin tells a story, and every story holds a secret fortune. The 1992 Kennedy half-dollar isn't just silver. It's proof that wealth, history, and opportunity can fit in the palm of your hand. Don't let this moment slip by. Check your collection. Revisit your drawers. History may be quietly waiting for you to claim it. And when you do, the world of high-value coins will never look the same. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, something so ordinary that millions of Americans have passed it around in their daily lives. But then you notice something extraordinary, something that could turn an everyday Kennedy half-dollar into a treasure worth nearly $1 million. Today, we dive into the rare and highly coveted 1998 P-Mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar coin error, a piece of history that has collectors across the nation holding their breath and their wallets tightly. Now, before you think, it's just another coin, let me ask you this. Have you ever underestimated the power of what you already own? Most people throw these coins in jars or forget them under couch cushions, but one lucky individual could be sitting on a fortune that changes everything. Back in 1998, the Philadelphia Mint produced thousands of Kennedy half-dollars. Yet, in the intricate process of minting, a few coins emerged with a rare, distinguishable error, a flaw so subtle that most eyes would never notice, but so valuable that collectors have been willing to pay $987,000 for a single specimen. This isn't just a coin. It's a story frozen in silver, a testament to history and a marker of rarity that collectors crave. Here's where it gets fascinating. Errors in coins aren't mistakes. They're opportunities. They are nature's version of scarcity, and scarcity is the secret language of wealth. Picture this. While the average $50 might be forgotten in a drawer, this 1998 P error coin has become a crown jewel, whispered about in elite collector circles. People who thought they were just tidying up loose change have suddenly realized they might have a piece of America's most exclusive coinage. Now, let me reset your attention with a quick question. Have you ever found money you didn't even know existed? Pause. That exhilaration. The rush of unexpected fortune. That's exactly what discovering this coin feels like. And if you're thinking, well, that's just one coin, remember, there are very few in circulation, making it one of the most in-demand coins in the United States today. Here's the truth. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Wealthy collectors, investors, and numismatic enthusiasts are constantly hunting for the next gem that could skyrocket in value. And this 1998 P. Kennedy $50 coin error isn't just rare. It's legendary. Imagine receiving a call tomorrow from a dealer, telling you that a coin sitting in your drawer is worth almost $1 million. That's the power of knowing the hidden treasures around you. But there's urgency here. Every day, these coins are being bought, sold, and claimed by those who understand their true worth. The window to act, to discover, or even just to verify your own coins is shrinking. You don't want to be the person who realizes years too late that a fortune slipped through your fingers. And let's be honest, missing out on something this valuable is the kind of regret you don't easily shake. So, here's what you need to do. Examine your Kennedy $50 closely. Look for anomalies, shifts, or imperfections that stand out. What might look like a tiny minting flaw could actually be your ticket into an exclusive world of collectors who pay top dollar for coins in pristine, error condition. And remember, these coins are not just money. They are history, prestige, and a story that connects generations of Americans. As we wrap up, think about this. Every coin tells a story, but a rare coin tells a story that others are willing to reward with extraordinary wealth. The 1998 P Mint Mark Kennedy $50 error is more than just a coin. It's a chance, a rare opportunity, and a reminder that fortune often hides in plain sight. The moment you recognize it, the moment you act, is the moment your story changes. And if you're holding a coin right now, perhaps from your own collection or that dusty jar in your drawer, take a closer look. History has a way of rewarding those who pay attention, and the next $1 million discovery could very well be in your hands. Remember, wealth isn't just about hard work. It's about seeing opportunity where others see ordinary. The 1998 P. Kennedy $50 coin error is proof that the extraordinary is often hiding in the everyday. Will you be the one to find it? Imagine holding in your hand a piece of history, a coin that not only tells the story of an iconic era, but could also transform your life overnight. Today, we uncover the legendary 1971 D Mint Mark Kennedy $50 coin error, a rarity that has stunned collectors and investors alike. Yes, this isn't just any coin. We're talking about a coin currently valued at a staggering $965,000. Pause for a moment. That's almost $1 million, lying in plain sight in someone's collection, perhaps even in a forgotten drawer in your own home. Now, I know what you're thinking. Could I really have one of these? Well, the truth might just shock you. But before we dive deeper, let me ask you, have you ever wondered how something so small, so seemingly ordinary, can wield such enormous power? The 1971 D. Kennedy $50 error is not just a coin. It's a masterpiece of minting misfortune. A slight misalignment, a subtle doubling, an anomaly unnoticed by millions. Yet to collectors, this is pure gold. Think of it. An error that turns a mass-produced coin into a one-of-a-kind treasure. And here's where it gets exciting. Coins like this do not wait around. The market is hotter than ever, with wealthy collectors hunting for the next rare gem, ready to pay prices that make ordinary investments look trivial. Imagine the thrill, the adrenaline, of knowing that a single coin could sell for nearly $1 million. And every day, someone else is discovering this hidden potential before you. Funny enough, some collectors call it the coin you'll kick yourself for missing. And honestly, who wants to live with that regret? Now, let's pause. Think about all those Kennedy half-dollars you might have brushed past at garage sales or inherited from a relative. Most people see change. They see pennies, dimes, half-dollars, but not a sharp-eyed collector. They see treasure. And the truth is, the 1971 D error isn't just rare. It's in extremely high demand. The moment you identify one, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding leverage, opportunity, and a story that could instantly elevate your status in the world of rare coin collectors. So, why is this coin selling for $965,000 right now? Because the market has spoken. Rarity plus historical significance equals insane demand. Every coin has a story, but this one carries the weight of an American legend. Collectors don't just want it, they need it. And here's the exciting part. The opportunity is still within reach for those who know where to look, those who act decisively, and those willing to recognize value where others see just a half-dollar. Let me be frank, time is critical. While you're watching this video, deals are happening. Collectors are negotiating, offers are being made, and fortunes are quietly exchanging hands. And you could be the one to step into this world of extraordinary opportunity. Imagine telling the story of how a simple coin in your possession changed your financial future forever. The thrill, the excitement, the pride. These are emotions you'll feel the moment you realize the treasure you've held in your hand could be worth nearly $1 million. And here's a little pattern break for you. Would you rather tell your grandchildren about the coin you ignored, or the coin that made you a legend in the collector's world? Exactly. That's the choice. Because coins like the 1971 D Kennedy half-dollar error don't come around often. And when they do, the market waits for no one to sow. If you're ready to uncover hidden treasures, embrace the excitement of rare coin collecting, and possibly change your life in ways you never imagined, pay close attention. Because the journey starts with recognizing the extraordinary in the ordinary. The question is, are you ready to see what others overlook? If you want, I can also create a fully timed 10-minute narration version with calculated pacing, dramatic pauses, and built-in humor/attention resets so it flows perfectly for a faceless YouTube video. That version would be ready to record as is. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, a coin that most people see every day without realizing it could make you a fortune. Now, picture this. A 1972 D Kennedy half-dollar, sitting quietly in someone's drawer, suddenly becoming the ticket to nearly $1 million. Yes, $963,000. Your heartbeat quickens, your palms sweat, because what was once pocket change could now be life-changing. But here's the twist most collectors miss. This isn't just any Kennedy half-dollar. It's an extraordinary coin error, a rare gem that only the most discerning eyes can spot. If you own one, or even stumble across one, your financial future could pivot in ways most people only dream about. And let's be honest, how often does an opportunity like this knock on your door? The story of the 1972 D Kennedy half-dollar error is as fascinating as the coin itself. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin carries a subtle misstep. So subtle, most people wouldn't notice it unless they knew exactly what to look for. But for the few who recognize it, it's pure gold. Literally and figuratively. Errors like double dies, misaligned strikes, or off-center impressions transform a simple half-dollar into a collector's holy grail. Think about it. Millions of these coins were minted, yet only a handful show this anomaly. That rarity, that scarcity, that's what drives the market. The world's top collectors are already circling this coin, competing fiercely, because they understand that in the world of rare coins, timing is everything and hesitation costs money. Now, ask yourself, do you want to be the person who waited too long, or the one who acted decisively? Here's a little secret. Most people will laugh off a coin as just old change. But you and I, we see opportunity where others see triviality. And here's a fun thought. Imagine telling your friends you just found nearly $1 million coin under the couch cushions. Wouldn't that make family game night slightly more interesting? Now, here's where it gets urgent. The market for rare coin errors is hotter than ever. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar, and the 1972 D Kennedy half-dollar error is in exceptionally high demand. Each day you wait, someone else could scoop up a piece of history that should have been yours. But here's the empowering truth. You already have the power to change your financial story. All it takes is recognizing value where others overlook it and acting decisively. Imagine the thrill of listing a coin like this, feeling that surge of excitement as serious buyers compete for ownership. Picture the security of turning a simple coin into life-altering wealth. The excitement, the adrenaline, the sheer satisfaction. It's not just about money. It's about seizing opportunities, understanding rarity, and living a life where financial freedom isn't a dream. It's reality. And here's the final thought to carry with you. Coins like this don't stay hidden forever. They circulate, they're discovered, and they're claimed. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar error is calling. Will you answer? So, the next time you see a Kennedy half-dollar, don't just pass it by. Look closer. Study it. Because one small coin could hold a fortune that changes your life forever. Remember, history favors the bold. Rare coins like this reward those who act, who understand, and who dare to see beyond the ordinary. Your moment is here. The opportunity is real. And the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar error is waiting. Will you let it slip away? Or will you claim what could be yours today? Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could instantly transform your financial future. A simple Kennedy half-dollar from 1971, seemingly ordinary, yet hiding a secret that could make you the envy of collectors worldwide. Yes, the 1971 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar. A coin so rare, so highly sought after, that its current market value is an astonishing $965,000. Now, before you think this is a fantasy, consider this. This coin wasn't born in luxury. It was struck by the US Mint like millions of others, yet a tiny, almost invisible error turned it into a golden ticket for those who recognize its power. You might be thinking, surely this is a myth. How could a simple half-dollar be worth almost $1 million? And that's where most people stop paying attention. But not you. You're about to discover why this coin isn't just money. It's a legacy, a tangible piece of history that whispers promises of wealth to those who act fast. Let's rewind to 1971. America was in transition, a nation redefining itself, and the Kennedy half-dollar was already a symbol of resilience, hope, and prestige. Yet in the midst of routine coin production, a rare anomaly occurred. The mint accidentally produced some coins without a mint mark. To the untrained eye, it looked normal. But for collectors, this was a silent alarm, a whisper from history saying, "Here lies something extraordinary." Now, think about this for a moment. You could have a coin sitting quietly in a drawer, unaware that it is a treasure worth nearly $1 million. The fear of missing out, the urgency to act before the secret slips away. It's real, and it's powerful. This coin commands attention because the world of rare coins is fiercely competitive. Collectors from New York to Los Angeles, from Wall Street magnates to discreet investors, are all hunting for this exact piece. And here's the kicker, there's only a limited number in existence. When opportunity knocks this loudly, hesitation is costly. But let's pause for a second, imagine finding it under your couch cushions. Yes, it happens. People find fortunes in the most unexpected places. That thought alone should make your heart race. Shouldn't it? That's the kind of excitement, the adrenaline, that comes with knowing that one small piece of metal could rewrite your financial story. Here's why this coin is in high demand. It's more than rare. It's historically significant. Owning a 1971 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar isn't just about money. It's about prestige, status, and the undeniable thrill of holding a piece of history that others can only dream of. Imagine walking into a room, casually mentioning, "I own a coin valued at nearly $1 million," and watching eyes widen in astonishment. That's the power of rare collectibles. They aren't just investments. They are statements, and here's the most important insight. These opportunities don't wait. Every day, collectors and investors are scouring estates, auctions, and private collections. The fear of missing out is real because coins like this never lose value, they gain it. And in a market where demand far exceeds supply, hesitation can cost you dearly. So, If you're watching this and you have even the slightest inkling that you might own a coin from the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar series, stop what you're doing and check it now. Don't second guess. Don't assume someone else will find it. This isn't just about a coin. It's about unlocking an opportunity that could change your life, your financial legacy, and even the story of your family. Let's be honest. The thrill of discovering that rare coin, knowing that in your hands lies a fortune, is the kind of excitement most people only experience in movies. But today, you have the chance to live that story for real. And in the world of rare coins, those who hesitate, lose.so, take a deep breath, open that drawer, check that collection, and maybe, just maybe, you're about to become part of a select group of Americans who turned history into wealth. The 1971 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar isn't just a coin. It's a legacy waiting to be claimed. And the question is, will you be the one to claim it? Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could instantly transform your financial future. A simple Kennedy half-dollar from 1971, seemingly ordinary, yet hiding a secret that could make you the envy of collectors worldwide. Yes, the 1971 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar. A coin so rare, so highly sought after, that its current market value is an astonishing $965,000. Now, before you think this is a fantasy, consider this. This coin wasn't born in luxury. It was struck by the US Mint like millions of others, yet a tiny, almost invisible error turned it into a golden ticket for those who recognize its power. You might be thinking, surely this is a myth. How could a simple half-dollar be worth almost $1 million? And that's where most people stop paying attention. But not you. You're about to discover why this coin isn't just money. It's a legacy, a tangible piece of history that whispers promises of wealth to those who act fast. Let's rewind to 1971. America was in transition, a nation redefining itself, and the Kennedy half-dollar was already a symbol of resilience, hope, and prestige. Yet in the midst of routine coin production, a rare anomaly occurred. The mint accidentally produced some coins without a mint mark. To the untrained eye, it looked normal. But for collectors, this was a silent alarm, a whisper from history saying, "Here lies something extraordinary." Now, think about this for a moment. You could have a coin sitting quietly in a drawer, unaware that it is a treasure worth nearly $1 million. The fear of missing out, the urgency to act before the secret slips away. It's real, and it's powerful. This coin commands attention because the world of rare coins is fiercely competitive. Collectors from New York to Los Angeles, from Wall Street magnates to discreet investors, are all hunting for this exact piece. And here's the kicker, there's only a limited number in existence. When opportunity knocks this loudly, hesitation is costly. But let's pause for a second, imagine finding it under your couch cushions. Yes, it happens. People find fortunes in the most unexpected places. That thought alone should make your heart race. Shouldn't it? That's the kind of excitement, the adrenaline, that comes with knowing that one small piece of metal could rewrite your financial story. Here's why this coin is in high demand. It's more than rare. It's historically significant. Owning a 1971 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar isn't just about money. It's about prestige, status, and the undeniable thrill of holding a piece of history that others can only dream of. Imagine walking into a room, casually mentioning, "I own a coin valued at nearly $1 million," and watching eyes widen in astonishment. That's the power of rare collectibles. They aren't just investments. They are statements, and here's the most important insight. These opportunities don't wait. Every day, collectors and investors are scouring estates, auctions, and private collections. The fear of missing out is real because coins like this never lose value, they gain it. And in a market where demand far exceeds supply, hesitation can cost you dearly. So, if you're watching this and you have even the slightest inkling that you might own a coin from the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar series, stop what you're doing and check it now. Don't second guess. Don't assume someone else will find it. This isn't just about a coin. It's about unlocking an opportunity that could change your life, your financial legacy, and even the story of your family. Let's be honest. The thrill of discovering that rare coin, knowing that in your hands lies a fortune, is the kind of excitement most people only experience in movies. But today, you have the chance to live that story for real. And in the world of rare coins, those who hesitate, lose.so, take a deep breath, open that drawer, check that collection, and maybe, just maybe, you're about to become part of a select group of Americans who turned history into wealth. The 1971 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar isn't just a coin. It's a legacy waiting to be claimed. And the question is, will you be the one to claim it? Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could instantly change your financial future. A single piece of history, minted decades ago, now quietly resting in your drawer, yet quietly worth nearly $1 million. Today, we're talking about the 1974 NO Mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar, an extraordinary coin error that collectors and investors are clamoring for. If you think this is just another shiny piece of metal, think again. This coin has the power to turn ordinary collectors into serious players in the rare coin market. But here's the twist, most people overlook it. They see a Kennedy half-dollar, shrug, and toss it aside. And that's exactly why the few who recognize its true value are poised to strike gold. Could you be holding the next $967,000 gem in your own pocket without even knowing it? Funny thought, right? That's not just money. That's history paying you back in the most spectacular way. Let's step back for a moment and understand why this coin commands such extraordinary value. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar with no mint mark is an anomaly, a rare minting error that occurred during a period of transition at the U.S. Mint. Most coins of this year carry the D for Denver or S for San Francisco, but a tiny fraction slipped through the production line with no mint mark at all. It's like finding a secret room in a mansion you've lived in your whole life and realizing it's filled with treasures. Collectors know this coin is a once-in-a-lifetime find. It's not just rare, it's highly sought after. And here's the kicker. The market is hungry for these coins. Auctions rarely see one come up for sale, and when they do, it ignites a frenzy. You can almost hear the whispers in the collector community. If only we could find another one. And here's the reality. There are only a handful in existence. This is the kind of scarcity that fuels values into the hundreds of thousands, and in this case, approaching $1 million. Now, pause for a second and ask yourself, have you checked your collection lately? Or could it be that your next financial breakthrough is quietly hiding in plain sight? It sounds like something from a movie, right? But this is very real. And yes, the fear of missing out is justified because the opportunity won't wait forever. Here's where it gets even more exciting. The market isn't just valuing these coins, they're priceless in prestige. Imagine walking into an auction, your coin in hand, and seeing collectors willing to pay nearly $1 million for a single half-dollar. That thrill, that adrenaline, it's not something you can buy. It's something you can own. And for those savvy enough to act, the potential is life-changing. But let's be honest, time is the real enemy here. Every day, collectors and investors are hunting for coins like this. Every day, opportunities slip through the cracks. If you think your drawers are just holding memories, think again. They could be holding your ticket to financial freedom and recognition in the rare coin world. This is where excitement meets urgency. This is where knowledge meets action. And let's sprinkle a little humor into this high-stakes moment. If your coin collection has more dust than value, maybe it's time to clean it, but more importantly, check carefully for hidden treasures. That quiet little Kennedy half-dollar could be your $1 million awakening. The connection is clear. History, rarity, scarcity, and demand all converge in this singular coin. If you have one, the world is waiting to recognize its true worth. So what's next? The first step is awareness. The second is verification. And the third, well, that's where your legacy begins. This coin isn't just a collector's item. It's a story, a status symbol, and a rare chance to step into a world where historical errors turn into monumental rewards. By the end of this video, I hope you see it as I do. The 1974 NO Mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar is not just a coin. It's an opportunity, a rare, fleeting, breathtaking opportunity. And for those who recognize its value now, the rewards are as legendary as the coin itself. Don't wait. History doesn't stand still, and neither should you. Imagine holding in your hand a piece of history, a coin that, at first glance, might seem ordinary. A Kennedy half-dollar, minted in 1989 at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, imagine discovering that this very coin could be worth nearly $1 million today. Sounds unbelievable, right? Yet, thousands of Americans are sitting on coins that could change their lives forever, and they don't even know it. That's the story of the 1989 Mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar error, one of the most sought-after treasures in the rare coin world. You might be asking yourself, could I have one hiding in my drawer? By the end of this video, you'll understand why collectors and investors alike are willing to pay extraordinary sums for this coin, and why its rarity is driving a wave of urgency in the market right now. The 1989 Kennedy half-dollar error is not just a coin. It's a fascinating story of human error turned into historical fortune. Minted in Philadelphia, this coin carries a subtle but unmistakable flaw, a detail so rare that it immediately elevates its value from a simple 50-cent piece to a nearly $958,000 masterpiece in today's market. Think about it. The very same coin that might have sat unnoticed in a pocket or a coin roll for decades is now a treasure coveted by collectors and wealthy investors across the country. Can you imagine the excitement of realizing that a casual find in your change could hold this kind of wealth? It's thrilling, yes, but also urgent. Every day, more collectors are hunting for this exact error, and the competition is fierce. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. These coins don't just represent money. They represent opportunity, a connection to history, and the kind of legacy that most people only dream about. Picture yourself selling one today. It's not just a financial transaction. It's a moment of triumph, a story you get to tell about foresight, luck, and timing. And don't worry, if you're thinking, I've never even collected coins before, this is exactly why experts say rare coin investing is exploding now. Even a novice could hold a fortune without realizing it. And before I forget, let me ask you, have you ever picked up a coin and wondered if it was just another dime in the drawer or a hidden jackpot? Chances are you might be closer to the answer than you think. That small moment of curiosity, that pause, is exactly what separates those who strike gold from those who miss out entirely. And trust me, you don't want to be on the sidelines when this market is moving as fast as it is. So why is the 1989 Kennedy half-dollar error in such high demand right now? Simple. Scarcity. The errors are few, the collectors are many, and the historical significance is unmatched. Every serious coin investor knows that the combination of rarity, provenance, and market excitement creates a perfect storm for massive value growth. And this isn't hypothetical. It's happening right now. Prices are soaring, and if you own one, you're sitting on a legacy that could be life-changing. But let's be real for a moment. Missing this opportunity could mean watching someone else profit from what could have been yours. Imagine the regret of seeing a coin like this sell for nearly $1 million, knowing you had the chance but didn't act. That feeling alone is enough to push collectors and investors into action. And that's why urgency is not just a tactic, it's reality. The market doesn't wait, and neither should you. Why now? It's clear. The 1989 Kennedy half-dollar error is not just a coin. It's an experience, a story, and a high-demand asset that could define your financial legacy. If you happen to own one, or even stumble upon one, you're not just holding currency. You're holding a piece of history worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Every moment you wait is a moment someone else could claim that fortune. And isn't that a risk worth avoiding? After all, fortune favors the bold. And in the world of rare coins, boldness pays in ways ordinary life never could. So take a moment to check those old coin jars, dusty drawers, and forgotten collections. That unassuming 1989 Kennedy half-dollar error might just be your ticket to a story worth telling for generations. A fortune waiting for the one person willing to see the value that others overlook. Remember, in the world of rare coins, the difference between wealth and regret is often a single coin. Will you find yours before it's too late? This script is designed to keep viewers hooked for the full 10 minutes, with emotional tension, curiosity, pattern interrupts, questions, humor, excitement, and a clear sense of urgency and value. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever. Not just any coin, but a 1973 Mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar. Rare, elusive, and worth an astonishing $934,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Close your eyes for a second and picture what that kind of money could do. The freedom to travel anywhere, invest in your passions, or leave a legacy your family will never forget. But here's the kicker. This isn't a fairy tale. It's real, and it's in the hands of collectors who know how to spot true treasure. Now, you might be thinking, a $50? Really? Well, that's exactly why most people overlook it. And that's also exactly why the people who do know its value are laughing all the way to the bank. Pause for effect. Don't be the person who misses out because they dismissed it as just a coin. Let me take you back to 1973. The U.S. Mint produced millions of Kennedy $50 that year, but among the vast sea of coins, a very small number slipped through the cracks without a mint mark. These coins were meant to be stamped, but for reasons unknown, some emerged with that subtle yet monumental error. And like a rare comet streaking across the sky, only a few ever made it into circulation, making them the crown jewels of coin collecting today. So, why does this coin command such an extraordinary price? Let's break it down. The Kennedy $50 is iconic. It's not just currency. It's a piece of history, a symbol of an era that shaped our nation. And errors like the 1973 NO mint mark are nature's way of whispering to collectors. Here is something unique, something precious. Picture yourself in an auction room. Tension hangs in the air. Every bidder knows what's at stake. And suddenly, that coin, the one you've been waiting for, comes up. Hearts race. The gavel hovers. This isn't just buying a coin. It's stepping into history and claiming a tangible piece of legacy. There's fear, there's excitement, and oh yes, there's urgency. Because while millions of coins exist, the ones that can command nearly $1 million, almost non-existent. And here's something most people don't realize. Owning a coin like this isn't just about money, it's about status. When word gets out that someone possesses a 1973 NO mint mark Kennedy $50, it signals discernment, taste, and financial acumen. Think about it. You're not just holding metal, you're holding authority in a world where rarity equals power. Let me throw in a quick question here. Have you ever wondered how many times a coin like this changed hands without anyone realizing its true value? Pause, most likely countless times. And that's the thrill, because the next person who discovers it could be you. Here's the reality. Coins like the 1973 NO mint mark Kennedy $50 are in extraordinarily high demand right now. Collectors, investors, and legacy builders are all competing for them. The market isn't just strong, it's red hot. And with each passing day, the scarcity increases, the price climbs, and the opportunity to secure one slips further away. Imagine the pride of showing this coin to your family, knowing that it's not just an antique. It's a fortune in your pocket. And here's the exciting part. You don't have to be a seasoned collector to claim a piece of this history. All it takes is knowledge, insight, and a willingness to act before someone else snatches your chance. Pause, then humorous pattern interrupt, and yes, it's definitely cooler than that dusty baseball card in your attic. So here's what you need to remember. The 1973 NO mint mark Kennedy $50 is more than a coin. It's a story, a legacy, a rare opportunity. It's a bridge between the past and the future, and it could very well be the key to transforming your financial story today. The clock is ticking, the market is moving, and the next chapter of your wealth could be minted in your hands. Don't wait for someone else to tell you it's too late. Rarity waits for no one, and legends aren't made by hesitation. They're made by action. Secure your place in history. Discover the coin. Claim your legacy. And when people ask about your fortune, you can smile and say, it all started with a $50. The story of money, wealth, and rare treasures often hides in plain sight. Right in your pocket, your drawer, or even your old coin collection. Imagine, just for a moment, that a coin you've passed over your entire life, the one that jingled unnoticed in your hand, could be worth almost $1 million today. Yes, a single 1976 D Kennedy $50 coin, carrying a rare minting error, has a market value that could change your financial life forever. $967,000. You're probably thinking, that's impossible. But let me assure you, it's real, and it's happening right now in the collector's market, where rarity and perfection collide in ways that defy ordinary imagination. Now, before we dive deeper, I have to ask, when was the last time you looked at your coins closely, really closely? I'm not talking about a casual glance. I mean inspecting them like a treasure hunter, scanning for anomalies, for tiny imperfections that most people overlook. It's astonishing how the most valuable treasures often hide behind the mundane, camouflaged by the very familiarity that makes us ignore them. And that's exactly where the 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar error comes in. An unassuming coin minted at Denver, carrying an anomaly that turns it into a nearly seven-figure masterpiece. Think about it. What seems ordinary to most could be life-altering for those who recognize true value. Here's where it gets exciting. This isn't just about a shiny metal disc. It's about history frozen in minting misfortune. In 1976, the United States celebrated its bicentennial, and Kennedy half-dollars were in wide circulation. Millions were minted, yet only a few carry the distinct error that collectors crave. The error could be a double die, a misstrike, or a shifted mint mark, each detail adding layers of intrigue, each imperfection driving up the value exponentially. These coins don't just sit on shelves. They command auctions, spark bidding wars, and are whispered about in elite numismatic circles. The thrill is real, and if you hold one, the excitement is yours to claim. Now, let's pause and imagine, maybe with a touch of humor, what it would feel like to casually hand someone a coin worth nearly $1 million as if it were your spare change. Picture the look on their face, the disbelief, the sudden curiosity. Wait, are you serious? You'd have to suppress a grin, because in this world, knowledge is power. Recognizing the hidden worth in what others dismiss is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. And here's the kicker. Every day, ordinary collectors unknowingly discard or sell these rare coins for mere pennies. Can you afford to be one of them? Or will you seize the opportunity before it slips away forever? The urgency cannot be overstated. The market for rare coins like the 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar error isn't static. Prices climb, demand grows, and competition among collectors intensifies. What is worth $967,000 today could be even more tomorrow. The thrill of scarcity, the fear of missing out, and the sheer joy of discovery make this a pursuit that is as emotional as it is financial. Every second you wait, another collector might claim what could have been yours. And isn't that thought just a little bit terrifying? But that's the beauty of rare coins. They reward those who act, those who look closer, who question what they think they know. Why now? You're probably wondering how to even identify such a coin. What signs separate the ordinary from the extraordinary? The answer lies in patience, attention to detail, and a trained eye, or the guidance of an expert. Even a minor variation in the mint mark, a subtle doubling of the design, or a slight anomaly in the strike can transform a common half-dollar into a numismatic legend. And once you spot it, once you hold it, once you understand its rarity, the excitement is palpable. You're no longer just a collector. You're a guardian of history, a participant in a game of value that has the power to redefine your life. As we bring this story full circle, remember this. Opportunity often arrives quietly. It's easy to walk past without noticing. But for those who dare to look, to learn, to recognize what others ignore, the rewards are extraordinary. A 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar coin error isn't just a collectible. It's a doorway to wealth, prestige, and the thrill of owning something truly unique. And in the world of rare coins, knowledge and action are your most powerful allies. Will you be the one who uncovers this hidden treasure, or will someone else claim it first? The clock is ticking, and the story is still being written. In the end, what seems ordinary can hold unimaginable value. What sits unnoticed today could be the key to your extraordinary tomorrow. And the 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar coin error is waiting, silently, in collections across the country, for those sharp enough to see it, bold enough to act, and wise enough to recognize the opportunity before it vanishes into someone else's fortune.